Hello everybody, how's it going, and welcome back to the Kill Connor Club podcast, episode 101. I'm one of your hosts, James, and I'm joined, as always, by Tyler.
As always, how's it going, my friend?
Bloody good. How you doing?
Very good. Fresh start. Episode 101. Back. Feel like we're back to the beginning.
Incredible.
A little bit back to the start of a new journey. The next 100 episodes. The lead up to 100 and 100 was awesome. You know, with Robin and Brett, Colin, and then of course the 4 pillars for 100. So it's exciting. Just you and me doing an E3 preview podcast, plus a whole bunch of other news and shit coming out. It's gonna be a fun one today. It'll be really fun.
Brilliant.
Obviously pre-recorded, and apologies for me being a little under the weather and sounding like shit. But not apologies. Thanks to the Sweet Vintage lads over at patreon.com, which help power this podcast. That's our producers, King Richard III, Ikraik, Seth, and Josh Devillier. So today, got a lot of stuff to cover. Obviously, going to go through all things E3 2019, our predictions, what we're going to expect, what we're looking forward to, the surprises that are possibly coming, who we think is going to win E3 this year, as well as talking about, obviously, some news that has come out this week, including Sony wanting Venom in Spider-Man 3,
Oh, Jesus
Call of
Christ,
Duty
yeah.
Modern Warfare, and the trailer for Death Stranding. So a lot to get through. But before we get any further, we have to thank the Sweet Vintage lads over at patreon.com/as always. So if you like what you're listening to here and you want to hear more, every week the Kill Connor Club podcast isn't on. We do a podcast exclusive to patreon.com/as always, called the Kill Connor Clubhouse podcast, a lifestyle comedy podcast where it's all topics given by you. We give life advice, hear and tell stories, and just talk a whole lot of shit. It's a brilliant time, as well as a week's early access to the Spoilercast podcast called The Cinema Room. So to thank a few of those Sweet Vintage lads that help power this podcast, we have King Richard III, Ikraik, Seth, Ballsack47, Kassassin, Josh Devillier, TJFL, Damian, Billy the Team Tynamite, Captain Robertson, Tman or Travis, KEMOSABE Gamer, Alfie Rodbert, Casey Wood, Adam Sundling, Alfie Rowsell, Jamie Brown, Smexy Dork, Lumistrad, Mario5380, Cap is Worthy, Viridian, Pigflame313, ArunWyn, OllieTheDane, Fuck Cuck, Nib, Brendan Obiku Overlord, Ravjai, Julie, Pruvy Mover, Oscar, Benedict Parker Returns, James and Lad, Connor DeRose Bully in the Alley, Zahir, Gene, Z Collins, Son of a Bitch, OG Doggo, Goddamn Glenn, Furious Coco, the ACMJS, Delta R. Rodriguez, Kyle, S. Jaws, Kyle Marvel, Marcus Blackburn, Emil Cadborg, Joshua Mora, Ginkgo Swag, Baby Boy, Mass the Bass, Yazen, Joe the Sexy Boy Smith, Elsterco91, Joe aka Founder Scarab, H12 got Lumbago, Iron Man's for the Dads, Brian Ford, Casper, Milk Boy Shields, Fishy, and Andrew Martinez. Thanks for powering this podcast, guys. Alright, I'm out of breath. I got bitch songs as it is right now.
Great.
It's hard enough to breathe. Phenomenal.
Right.
Also, just want to shout out that I made a fucking Instagram. So go follow me on Instagram at Tyler Tynamite. No underscore, just one word, at Tyler Tynamite. Go follow me, please. I want followers. I want to use that a lot.
Great. Yeah, follow me as
so
well while you're there. I mean, you don't have to, but
What's your? Is it just Richard the Horse? Is your
probably.
Instagram?
Richard_the_horse, I believe. That meme is so fucking dead. That's not. Nobody even knows what that means anymore. Yeah, it is Richard the Horse with underscores. But it'll stay as that. No, it's too late. I can't change it again.
Yeah, cool.
Go follow me.
Cool.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Anyway, also I tried streaming a game today.
Okay.
And more successful than any of my other game streams, I'll say, but also not great, huh?
Oh no.
So, I had to use the game capture software to stream.
Why?
The Elgato software, because I couldn't connect OBS to the capture card.
Why?
I don't know. So you know how if you use OBS and you create a source,
Yeah.
this is really interesting conversation with people that don't stream or do YouTube. And it's like add video source, and then it should come up with all your different video sources, your capture card, your webcam, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Doesn't come up with the Elgato.
Really?
Yeah, it just didn't come up with it.
Really
and I thought maybe it was the Mac version. I downloaded the most recent Mac version, still didn't come up. Mario said he uses Mac to stream and he does it fine, so it's got to be doable.
Yeah.
I just don't know what the problem was.
So you click add source or whatever, and
video
so you
source.
choose video capture device or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yep.
Add video capture device, and then it doesn't come up with the Elgato. So when you click, that's weird.
Yeah. Hang on, let me, because it's plugged in now, but then again it's not on, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'll just make sure.
So it's not even in the list.
No, it's not even in the list.
That's fucking weird. Why?
So I went and tried it from the game capture software to see how good it was, and it was really annoying. And it didn't let me. It means I couldn't really set up a stream myself. Like, it just does the stream automatically, and then I had to go make a thumbnail afterwards to put it in. It was just a fucking nightmare. So I'm like, I'm not doing that again. Fuck that shit. I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, try and get this figured out. I don't know why that.
Yeah. I just need to get OBS figured out. I just need to get OBS figured out. Especially like, I set up a full, like thing for it and had it looking nice and shit. So, I really would just like it to work. Hang on. Yeah, so video capture device it should be.
Yeah. And
then make source visible, video capture device, create new, and then it should be, but it's just like HD webcam, C920, FaceTime HD camera. That's the only two options I got. No capture
fucking
card.
Weird. That is really fucking weird. Are there any other options in that? So other than video capture device, are there like any other things in that list that might be it?
Let's have a look. This is super interesting conversation, huh? You know what I mean?
We're starting from scratch again with these podcasts, so this is just the beginning.
Audio input capture, audio output capture, browser, color source, display capture, image slideshow, jack input client, media source, scene, siphon client, text, VLC video source, video capture device, window capture.
Nah, you have like less than me in that list, and the only one sounds like it works video capture device. I don't know why. Yeah.
Maybe I'll talk to Mario. He can teach me how to stream from Mac. Fuck me.
Maybe.
Anyway, yeah, let's move on from that. I just want to bring that up to you. I need to figure that shit out. But yeah, here's what it is.
Okay.
Let's start with the big news of today, at the time we're recording this on Friday, which is Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I can't believe we're talking about Call of Duty on this podcast. Especially since I hate Call of Duty. Hate it. And haven't paid attention to it in 10 years. The last game I bought was Modern Warfare 2. So 10 years ago this year.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are, Modern Warfare. Just called Modern Warfare, whatever, I guess so. And the trailer came out, and people are so hyped and loving it. Where are you at? How do you feel? You're fucking loving this shit, aren't you?
Yeah, I haven't been into Call of Duty for such a long time. Like, it's been a while. Last one I properly played was Black Ops 2, and that's only because my brother George was he used to buy Call of Duty all the time. I haven't bought Call of Duty for fucking ages. The last one was probably it's got to be Black Ops 1 maybe, or maybe Modern Warfare 2. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've bought a Call of Duty to play Call of Duty. The only reason I played Black Ops 2 is because George bought it, my friends were playing it, I hopped on and I was like, oh, this is actually really good. And Black Ops 2 is a really good game. But I haven't been invested since, the Modern Warfare stopped, or since the Black Ops sort of time. It's been a while, and I've been every year, when they showed at E3 or when they drop a trailer, I'll watch it and see what it's all about. And every time I'm like, yeah, this looks like more of the same lackluster bullshit that is Call of Duty these days.
Yeah.
But when this trailer dropped, I couldn't help it. I was like, oh shit, wait, fucking Captain Price with Modern Warfare, and also it looked gorgeous as well. Like the game itself, and that's due to the fact that they've said
it did look good.
They're changing engine. Finally, they've got a new engine for the first time in fucking ages. I think it's like the first time since 2005 or something. They've finally got a new engine, and they're doing new things with this. Like, this is not going to be the same typical Call of Duty. They want the experience of single player co-op and multiplayer to carry across. It's like they don't want it to be 3 individual things. They want them to sort of carry across and be, consistent with your character and the upgrades and things like that. The way they're doing the story is, this isn't going to be as much of a, I'll shoot these guys here, go here, shoot these guys here. They want to focus more on the emotional side of things. They want to have more character moments and take things slower.
Modern Warfare had the best characters in any Call of Duty.
Oh, easily, yeah. It was brilliant. Call of Duty was
like
so
impressive. But this is my question to you. I don't really know a lot about what's going on. I watched the trailer, but that's it. Like, I obviously saw Price is there, which is great. And I love Price. Soap was my favourite, but I love Price.
Yeah.
Is this a sequel? Is this like Modern Warfare 4? Like, is this set after the events of Modern Warfare, or are they just redoing it?
Nobody's entirely sure, because there's different words that are sort of flying around. What I've seen the most of is that this is a soft reboot of sorts. I don't think it's a direct continuation to Modern Warfare 3. I think it's a reimagining of Modern Warfare.
So they're not, obviously I understand they're not remaking Modern Warfare 1. I know, that's not what I'm saying. So they're just going to redo Modern Warfare again with all the same characters, but a completely new story.
I think
it never happened.
I think that's what they're doing. I think that's what they're doing.
Huh?
And I
though.
agree. When I found that out, I'm like, okay, so this is Captain Price, but it's a Captain Price that doesn't have any of the history that we have. So there's no connection there. So we've got to rebuild it again. It looks like what they're doing is they're like, we had a good thing. And I mean, they couldn't really have continued after Modern Warfare 3 because the world was absolutely fucked. There was nothing you could do after Modern Warfare 3.
I don't even know what happened. I never played it. I just found out Soap died spoilers. Soap dies halfway through and you don't even get to play as him. I'm like, you can go fuck yourself.
No, it was
I remember
Modern Warfare 3
I remember watching the walkthrough. Soap dies halfway through. You don't get to play as him. I'm like, go fuck yourself. I'm not buying you.
It was great. Modern Warfare 3 was really good. I think I don't remember. I think you play as Soap for points, and you play as Yuri for some other points. And when Soap fucking died, oh my god, that was so fucking sad. Like back when that game came out, was it 2009? I was fucking so upset when Soap died.
Came out 2011.
They did did it? Oh, okay. And then they did these different cutaways to Yuri being at major points, like he was very close to Makarov, who was like the main villain of Modern Warfare 2 and 3. And then at the ending, I'm pretty sure Yuri dies, and then at the final mission you play as Captain Price and you go and kill Makarov. Like you break into his safe house, and that was awesome. So fucking sick. And he like hangs him at the end. Like that's his final thing. It's like he hangs him on a rope and then he lays back and gets out a cigar, and it's like that's fucking sick. Captain Price is fucking awesome. So even if this isn't the same continuity, which I don't think that it is, Captain Price is still an awesome character that they can do awesome things with. So who knows where this is going to go. I mean, it would have been easy for them to go, let's just make a Modern Warfare 4, but I mean, they clearly want to tell an engaging narrative here, and so as much as I'm disappointed in a way that we're not going to be picking up where we left off,
but it could be like soft reboot the same way God of War was a soft reboot, but it's still a continuation at the same time.
But it doesn't.
It's a different tone, different type of story. It's not really relevant to what happened in the past. It's just years later. What's next for Price and the world beyond?
Yeah, look, I would like for that, but I don't think that's what they're doing, because Modern Warfare 3 really solidified that the world was fucked. Like you couldn't continue in that world any longer. Plus, I'm pretty sure it was set in the future, like it was the 2020s or something in Modern Warfare 3, but this one's set in 2019.
No. Modern Warfare 3, no, it was directly after Modern Warfare 2.
No, but I'm pretty sure Modern Warfare 2 and then Modern Warfare 3 jumped further into the future. Hang on, I'll Google it. Modern Warfare timeline. Let's have a look. Okay, this is not helpful because it's just bringing up all the other Modern Warfare games. Modern Warfare 2 is set 5 years after the conclusion of Modern Warfare 4. Call of Duty 4, sorry. It doesn't say what year it is though, because wait, when was COD 4 set?
2007.
COD 4 set in 2011, and Modern Warfare
so it's 2016
was 2016, and then Modern Warfare.
That makes sense.
Modern Warfare 3... Modern Warfare 3 picks up, directly after. Yeah. I seem to remember by the time
still
it got
hurt from
to
the end of Modern Warfare 2. Remember, he's like just being carried around the whole fucking game, and
Modern
then he
Warfare,
dies.
Modern Warfare 3 ends in 2017. Modern Warfare 3 ends.
Yeah, cool.
Okay,
that's what I thought.
Okay, so if this were to be 2019, it would be set 2 years after Modern Warfare 3, which...
Yeah.
So it could be. It could potentially
it could be set in the 2020s,
It could be. So we don't know for sure yet whether this is... Because people are saying different things. So until they properly talk about this, whenever that'll be, then we don't really know if this is current continuity or new continuity or what's going on. But it seems to be that people are saying... Because it's a reimagining, right, of Modern Warfare, but some people are taking that as it's a reimagining of the story. Some people are taking it's a reimagining of the direction of where Modern Warfare goes. So it's less action, it's more emotion, more character, more story. So we don't know until Infinity Ward come forward and say clearly, this is a continuation or this is not a continuation. I don't think we're going to know. Regardless, I'm pretty excited because it looks like a reinvention of one of the main Call of Duty franchises, like the main series that I love being Modern Warfare. Captain Price is there. They're really trying to push this and it looks interesting. It looks like they're trying to innovate and be creative with this. So I'm on board until I see reason not to be, I think.
I'm really missed some good first-person shooter campaigns. And I always miss, and I've been missing in both Battlefield and Call of Duty, and any of them, good campaign storylines with good characters in Modern Warfare. Yeah. Like I'm over World War II, I'm fucking over World War One, I'm fucking over all this future bullshit. I just want realistic Modern Warfare. and I want a good story. And I always liked the Modern Warfare stories. Like Modern Warfare 1 and 2, I love their campaigns. So,
yeah, those games were brilliant.
And I never played the third. I trust that it's, similar quality to the others. But this is the first Call of Duty in 10 years I'm interested in. I'm not going to get it just yet, but I'm going to pay attention to it for the first time. Like, I couldn't even tell you what the last 5 Call of Duties have been called. I have no idea what their names are. Like, literally have no...
Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare,
Black Ops 4. I know Black Ops 4 came out last year. I know Ghosts, that. That's all I know.
World War 2. I don't know which order they came in, but I know those were games that came out.
Yeah, I do. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Like, I have no idea.
Advanced Warfare. What a game.
Yeah, honestly, I have no idea. Game. Conor McGregor was in one of them. I know that.
He was. Infinite Warfare, was that? I think it was Infinite Warfare.
Dude, hey, bro. I have no idea what you're talking about. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
But, I'm going to pay attention. I'll see how it looks right before it comes out. It's just one trailer. I'm glad people are hyped for it. Obviously, it sounds like they're trying really hard. So we'll see what happens. I might even get it. You never know. It'd be nice. It'd be weird to buy Call of Duty. It'd be so fucking weird. I never thought it would ever happen again. But, it's been 10 years, so maybe it's time to give it another shot.
Yeah. Interesting. I look forward to seeing more.
Death Stranding also had a trailer this week.
It did.
The Kojima game, the PlayStation 4 exclusive, is coming out.
Tom fuckery. It was.
Yeah, we got a release date. November what? November something 2019. 8th, so this year. November 8th, 2019.
Yep.
So, what do you think? What do you think of the trailer? How do you feel about Death Stranding now? We still know fuck all about this game, really.
Yeah. It's interesting. Like I said this before, every time there's a new trailer, I'm more and more interested. When the first trailer came out, I was like, okay, I don't care. This is fucking weird and stupid. Like, maybe I'll be interested. I don't know. But the more trailers that come out, I'm like, this game looks so interesting. Like, it's something so new and creative, and it's, Hideo Kojima just, smoking some fucking crack and making a game. Yeah. It's brilliant. So I just can't wait to see what they do with this. Like, I don't want to know. I mean, they can keep releasing these bullshit trailers that are just nonsense because they're great. But yeah, I can't wait to play the game and just see exactly what this game is going to be, what the story is going to be. I'm sure it's going to be confusing.
Well, we really saw some gameplay in this.
We did see some gameplay, but it still looks like I still don't really know what's going on. Like, is this game open world? Is it linear? Because some parts look very fucking open. It's like, how far can I run into the distance before it's like, no, you can't do that? Or is it open? Like, I can't tell if this is open or linear. And then you've got like, he's punching these guys. He just stuff drops out of his bag.
I think it's open world.
I feel maybe it'll be linear open world. So maybe you'll progress like to an area, not like God of War. Maybe more like I can't really think of a way of phrasing it, but maybe it's not a continuous open world. So like where you start the game and where you end the game, it's not one whole open world where you could travel to that point whenever you want. Maybe it's like you have one open area. And there's different things you can do, but your main goal is to get to the end, and that's sort of like you go through some challenges and things as a player to get to that point, and then once you get there, it's like now you're into a new open space that exists and that you do things in, and maybe it works like that, because there's different points that look very different. Like, you've got these destroyed cities, you've got these forests and these big open like fields and stuff, and it's like there's no way that's one big open world. Like, surely there's got to be almost levels, like open world levels, where you do one, you like to do stuff, and then you move to another one, maybe like that. I mean, but we really don't know.
Maybe I'm betting open world, if you ask me.
Okay.
I'm betting open world.
We'll see.
Like, obviously graphics wise it looks good, but gameplay wise it looked a bit stiff. Like, him punching a bunch of guys, like, it looked like a video game, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't overly... It didn't look as good as God of War, like in terms of just smoothness of gameplay and the combat. Like, it looked like
a bit rigid,
a rigid game with a really good looking coat of paint.
Yeah.
But like interesting like not game breaking or anything. Like, it looked like a fun game to play and had a good amount of realism, and I like the vehicle stuff. I like the exploration. I like the barrenness of it. It looks like something different, and there's a twist to this. That is the concept of the whole game, this whole stranding bit, that everyone's connected and stuff, and the reason they have fucking fetuses as fuel tanks or whatever. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with that. There's something to this game we don't know fully yet that we won't know until the game's out. and we're playing it story-wise. So that's the interesting thing to find out, and that's the thing that's getting people in right now, that it's that thing you don't quite know yet, but you will know within the first, 10 minutes of playing this game. It'll tell you, what this whole world is, because you don't really know what's happened yet, but we're going to find out when the game releases, and they're banking on you wanting to know. That's how they're going to sell this game, because I don't think it's, that crazy a concept, but it's just enough that it'll get you in. It'll get you talking about it, and then hopefully that translates into sales. But I'm sure it'll be an interesting and fun game with a decent story.
Yeah. Yeah, I look forward to it. I look forward to finding out more. Looks fun.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Right.
In other news this week, Sony are trying to get the Tom Hardy Venom into Spider-Man 3 in the MCU.
Yeah.
Where are you at with this?
I'm not gonna let that happen. I don't think Kevin Feige wants that to happen. I don't think anybody wants that to happen. Only Sony wants that to happen, because that is a disgusting idea. I don't want that. Get it? If you're gonna have Venom, if you're gonna do that storyline, get somebody else. For a start, Tom Hardy is not Eddie Brock. It's not right. Get what's her name, who casts all of the MCU people. God, I've forgotten her name, but she's cast everyone in the MCU, and she always casts everyone fucking perfectly. Get her to cast Eddie Brock, and then get Kevin Feige to oversee it. Let's, get a good Venom story in the MCU. Venom was not a good movie, even though some people would say that it was. It wasn't a good fucking movie. It was bad. And it was ridiculous. I don't know. No, don't. Stop it. I don't want this. Just let Marvel deal with it. They're far better.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't want to see it. I don't want anything from outside the MCU that Kevin Feige works on enter it as much as Sony wants it. As Sony have gone, they want. They're gonna let the MCU have. Tom Holland and that Spider-Man, and just make them lots of money without really doing anything. But they also they're like, oh, how can we also get some other dividends out of it? Well, we've got Venom. We want, some more out of it, other than just the money these Spider-Man movies are making them, which is a fuckload of money. And I think that I understand why Sony wants it, because why wouldn't they? Because then they can make another Venom movie and make even more money. It just makes their properties more valuable. But I don't think the MCU is going to do it. I don't think it'll happen. I don't want it to happen. Because that also means Venom's now MCU.
Oh.
That's what that would mean. The Venom movie's now an MCU movie.
Yeah, no, that's horrible.
Yeah. And the people have talked about Deadpool coming into the MCU in Spider-Man 3, but apparently there's no plans for that either, which would be... I'd prefer that than fucking Venom. If you had to pick one, would you rather Venom or Deadpool?
Oh, Deadpool, easily.
Yeah, if you had to pick one. Yeah. I don't want either of them. Deadpool's his own thing. You don't need it.
No.
But there it is,
Yeah, I definitely don't want Venom. I'm not... Okay, let me rephrase it. I want Venom. I don't want Sony's Venom, though.
Yes, sure.
Obviously, I want Venom at some point. The black suit, symbiote, everything. That's a great storyline. But I don't want Tom Hardy as Venom. Sony's Venom is trash. Don't do that. And also, not this soon, either. Give Spider-Man some more time. You don't need to introduce him to Venom yet. Jesus Christ.
How many movies do you want out of Tom Holland that are Spider-Man movies?
A few of them.
5?
Yeah, maybe 5. Spread them out a bit more, though, so there's more time with him, because you want him to grow up and have,
we're gonna have a third before the next Avengers, or big meet-up movie.
Whatever it is, yeah.
There'll be the Spider-Man 3 before then, but I'd like to see, by the time Spider-Man 5 rocks around, let's say that's Tom Holland's last one, I want him to be 30. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want him to be old.
I want him to be old.
I want him to be a veteran.
That's the thing, you can still have him around as well, the same way, you did 3 Iron Man movies, and then Tony Stark was still around for a fucking while after that, so you can still have him around, I guess. There's so many Spider-Man stories to tell. There's so much there, so much more than with a lot of other superheroes, that it's there's so many villains you want him to see him up against, so many different stories. He's kind of got to be around for a while and have a lot of movies, and you can't really do Venom in Spider-Man 3. He isn't really... he's only just starting out. You can't have him face Venom now. He hasn't even, we haven't had a Green Goblin or a Doc Ock or anything like that. Venom can't just show up. He's one of the biggest threats. You got to save that.
This whole story came from a Marvel insider. Roger Wardell, who all he tweeted was, "There are no plans to add Deadpool in an MCU Spider-Man 3, but Sony desperately wants Tom Hardy's Venom in this movie."
Ooh. I don't think they're going to let it happen.
No, I don't. I understand that Sony are desperate. It makes total sense.
Yeah.
But, I don't think that Feige will do it.
No,
and ultimately they
so,
have the final say. But do you think if it comes down to I'm sure they have contracts and it's all tied up and they've got Spider-Man, it's theirs. But do you think if Sony says we'll take back Spider-Man unless you put Venom in it? What do you reckon? What would you do if you were Kevin Feige? Give up the face of this era of the MCU for the next 10 years?
See,
this is our guy. This is our guy.
I think you'd have to say, okay, we'll put him in it, but you let us deal with all of it. And that way, you make a good movie, because no doubt, with Kevin Feige in charge and whoever directs it and everything, if they had to use Tom Hardy's Venom in it, they'd make it work. They'd probably do a decent job with it, and it'd be a good movie. The only issue with that is you've then got Venom being part of the MCU, and then Sony pushing further for more things, and this is how I do it. This is how I do it. I would say, give us Venom. If we have to give us, how about this is my negotiation. I would refuse. We're not putting Tom Hardy's Venom in it. My first instinct would be to negotiate. Be like, give us another villain you want, and we're taking him, and we'll make a standalone film for him if you want and then we'll put him in, or we're gonna redo a Venom movie, but we're not putting your Venom in it. Yeah.
Every MCU movie and character comes from the MCU. Not outside of it, so it's impossible. It just can't happen that way, because that would make your Venom an MCU film, and it's not. So if you want us to do Venom, we're going to make Venom first.
Yeah, that's not. Yep, that's.
I don't want any of this to happen. I just want them to fucking not do it, though.
Yeah,
but obviously
not do it as well.
Yeah.
I don't think they will either. But I don't think it's going to come to that. But no doubt they want to have Venom in the MCU at some point. Like, I think the MCU would love to do that. I mean, you could even have Venom be a team-up event, because it's such a big thing. Like, for anyone who's ever played, Spider-Man Web of Shadows, that game is the perfect sort of setup for a team-up Spider-Man movie, where Spider-Man is the main Avenger, or the main character, the main superhero in this, and you've got Venom that's, reproducing all of these symbiotes, taking over the city. Like, it's fucked. And, you've got, whatever superheroes are about can fight that. That'd be a really great team-up event. But you could set that up in a movie. So you could have the Spider-Man movie be, regarding his interactions with Eddie Brock and the suit, and having, Venom and the black suit Spider-Man and everything. And that could then set up perfectly a team-up movie where Venom is far more powerful and he's, fucking shit up on a massive scale. That'd be great. But you kind of got to plan it right. You got to have it right. You can't just shoehorn in, he's Venom now in this movie. It's a big thing to do, and they fucked it up with Spider-Man 3, the Sam Raimi trilogy. So don't fuck it up again. Come on, Sony. Sort it out.
Oh, funny. I'm just going through Twitter, James, and
yes.
I looked at a tweet you made about Modern Warfare, and it's an old photo of like the old crew from Modern Warfare 2, Soap's crew, and it says 2013 on the picture.
Yes.
So yeah, that timeline makes sense. That's in between 1 and 2, like that crew together.
Yes, yeah.
So timeline wise, because I didn't know when it was set, so yeah, that timeline seems right.
You got Ghost there as well before he died.
Yep.
Sadly, killed by a bloody shepherd.
Ghost is fucking awesome.
That
whole crew's fucking sick. I love them. Modern Warfare 2 is my favourite COD campaign. My favourite COD's Modern Warfare 1, multiplayer wise and everything, but like story is probably Modern Warfare 2.
My favourites have got to be Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, and probably Black Ops 1. I really love the Black Ops 1 story. It's really interesting with the all the numbers and like what's going on in Mason's head, and then spoilers for anyone that hasn't played Black Ops 1. You realise at the end that bloody Reznov was never really there at all, and it was all in Mason's head, and then you realise he's going insane, and it's so fucking good. And then you realise,
yeah, I mean it's okay.
Like,
it's fine.
That's why he was in the chair in on the main menus. Like, it all makes sense. It's a great story. I fucking love Black Ops. Black Ops 2 is fine, but Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1's great. Those are my top 3.
Yeah, it was alright. Cool. Top 3 CODs. Didn't ask for that, but yeah.
Top 3 Call of Duty games.
Oh no, I'm sorry, bro. I'm such an asshole.
Last on the cinema room, we did our top 3 Disney songs. This is a new segment.
Really?
It's our top 3 things nobody asked for.
At least it's relevant. No, I guess yours is relevant too.
Yeah, it was.
But you didn't ask me. You just said yours, and you're like, "Yep, that's my top 3."
Yeah, there you go.
I'm like,
no, we don't
okay,
need to know
man.
yours. We don't need your top 3. What are your top 3 CODs, Tyler?
I don't think I've played 3. I think I played like.
You haven't played 3?
I'll give my top 3.
World at War?
I played World at War, Modern Warfare 1, and Modern Warfare 2 because those are the 3 I played.
Okay.
I remember
World at
like in
War's a good
COD 2, like the opening mission of COD 2 I really liked from memory, but like
COD 2
I
is
don't
good.
really know.
COD 3 is really good. But they're just too old. They're too old that I don't care. Fuck those. Fuck the first 3. They don't count. COD 4 is the first COD.
Alright, relax. For sure, relax. Bringing back old one.
For sure, relax, man. Sorry, I don't know what that was.
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
South African is back. You were streaming. I want to ask you about this before we get into E3. The Game of Thrones RPG.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, yeah. It came out. So I had this weird thought the other day. Where I was like, I had this vision in my head. I was like, I swear there was a Game of Thrones game before the Telltale one that came out on the Xbox 360. I remember it. I never played it, but I remember it existed. I remember the front cover was just the Iron Throne from the show. And that was it. Just a Game of Thrones. That was what it was called. So I tried to find it, and I found it. And I was like, oh my god, this is brilliant. It came out in 2012. It's called Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, the role-playing game. And I was like, right, this is like I don't know, it was like £9 on Steam. So I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm going to buy it and stream it. Because why the fuck not? Because I thought it'd be an absolute train wreck. But it's actually pretty good. Some of the voice acting work is bad. The combat is like very average. It's all like sort of real-time turn-based. Weird. It's a bit weird. And the graphics are like weird for a 2012 game. But the story's really good. And that's because George R.R. Martin wrote parts and oversaw all of it, so it's like directly coming from him. So everything that is in this game and all the dialogue and story is either written by or approved by George R.R. Martin, which is cool. So I'm really enjoying the story, which is strange because I didn't expect to be. I thought I'd play it and we'd have a laugh, but it's actually pretty good. It's pretty good, but not a lot of people know about it.
Who made it?
Cyanide Studios.
Ah, sick. What? I know they've made so many good games.
The best video game studio in the world. Hang on, let's see what they made. They have made Call of Cthulhu, my favorite game. That came out last year. Styx, Master of Shadows. I recognize that. It's the front cover is like a goblin in a hood.
Yep.
Blood Bowl 1 and 2. Pro Cycling Manager. Space Hulk Deathwing is another classic by Cyanide Studios.
Yep.
And then just a
is this the greatest studio of all time?
Yeah, this is the greatest studio of all time. They also made Pro Cycling Manager Season 2010. They made a lot of cycling manager games. That was their main thing. Tour de France. Runaway 2. I know that game. The Dream of the Turtle. I recognise that front cover. Oh, that's so strange. Yeah, they're a terrible studio, but they made this Game of Thrones game, and it's fine. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm having a good time.
I did also. You got a new Loot gaming box?
I did.
What the fuck is that? I missed this whole thing completely. Do you want to explain what's going on?
Oh, okay. So Lootcrate, the company who give out these monthly subscription crates, so like you can subscribe for like a certain amount depending on what kind of crate you want. They do a bunch. Use the link in the description along with my 10% discount code, so you can go and do that. It's in the description of this podcast. But they contacted me and they said, "Do you want to do a sponsorship? We'll give you crates. You tell people to buy the crates, and then we'll give you a percentage of the sales made on those crates that people buy from watching your video, like clicking your link." So I was like, yeah, sure, because they're reputable. I've seen a lot of big channels that cover Loot Crate stuff. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll give it a shot. So
you did a sponsorship read, okay? Yep.
So basically, they sent me a box, the first box, and I did it. So I was like, I asked them, I was like, I don't have to do a separate video on this, right? Like, I could just make this part of a video. Because I was like, this would work so well for quickfire topics. Because I can just fuck around, open a box, and talk shit.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, that's fine. They also told me they would contact me when they needed the video done. It's been 5 months, and they have not contacted me once. So, I was like, okay, I'm just going to do my own thing. And if they keep sending me boxes, they keep sending me boxes. They don't, then they don't. I don't really care at this point. So, every quickfire topics, I open one of their boxes if they've sent me a new one. And show everything that's in it. I'm like, here's the discount code, here's the link if you're interested. But I sort of just speak my mind. I'm not just sort of saying, oh, this stuff is brilliant. And if you watch the first one that I did, I was talking a lot of shit. And everyone in the comments was like, yeah, you're never getting sponsored again. This is never happening again. They've sent me 3 boxes since then. They're not watching my videos at all.
No, they're not.
They do not care at all. No. And so there's that. I'm going to keep doing it. The last
We're talking about it. We're talking about it, so it's fucking working.
Yeah, it's great. It's epic. So yeah, even if I am talking shit, people, I think it's, no one's bought a crate yet from my link.
Yeah. Really?
But,
no one's bought a crate.
One day, come on, someone buy a fucking crate. Go on, buy at least 5. They're brilliant. You get some collectible pins. It's real quality.
Real quality.
Yeah, it really is. I'd buy one, but unfortunately, I get them all for free. So.
Yeah,
I can't.
Unfortunately, you get.
Oh yeah, it's unfortunate because I want to give them money, but I can't. They don't let me.
Yeah, that's true. They don't let you. That's true. That's really nice. Nice of you to say that, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's stop fucking talking around, beating around the bush. E3 2019, right around the corner. 1 week? What is it? A week? A week away next week?
Bit
it's
more
next
than
week.
that. It's.
Is it? What's the dates of E3?
Yeah, it's like a week on Sunday. Starts June 9th. Unless you count EA Play, which we don't.
Which we don't. Of course we don't. No.
Which is June 8th, but that doesn't count.
Yeah, but a week away. It's a week away from the beginning of E3 2019.
Incredible.
What are the press conferences we have? Do you want to go through?
Okay.
Break it down in order. We'll break it down in order. You get the schedule up. You tell me, because you're doing your yearly streams where you're streaming your reactions.
I am.
Stuff.
I am.
If it's cool, am I cool to show up to a couple of those or one of those? I'll probably only be able to show up to one of those.
No,
damn it.
No, you're not allowed.
You're not even the Bethesda one again?
Yeah,
not
probably.
Bethesda?
I'll probably I mean, I've already got in my head for the Bethesda ones. They're normally so fucking shit. I always hop on Discord and just talk shit during them. So that's probably one. Yeah, but there you go. There's that.
There's my one. There's my one.
There's your one. There's your one. You're allowed to come to that one.
That's cool. That's like 10 a.m. on what day? Tuesday. Yeah, I'll be there. I will be there.
Brilliant.
I will be there.
Brilliant.
I'll stream the Tynamite show at 9 a.m. for an hour before the Bethesda one, and then I'll join you on Bethesda.
Oh, that sounds great.
So, oh no, that's on Monday. I'll join you Monday. That's fine. I'm not working Monday or Tuesday. So
okay, that's great.
So I will be there for Bethesda because we did the reaction on Discord then as well to Elder Scrolls 6 and shit like that.
God, Bethesda ones are always such a fucking laugh. It's just, none of us fucking care because they're always terrible. So we're all just talking shit. And then they revealed Elder Scrolls 6 and everyone fucking lost it. Yeah, that was great. That was worth the hour.
Yeah. I know I'm not going to jump in on Microsoft, obviously. But okay, if you're cool, I'll jump on Bethesda. So guys, everyone watch the Bethesda one only, and then don't watch any of the other ones because doesn't matter. I'm not on them. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, okay. So press conferences. I mean, so first up, I mean, before E3 even begins, we've got EA Play, which I'm not doing anything for because EA Play are they're not doing a press conference this year, but they are doing several shows for individual games. The only one I give a shit about is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, but it's being hosted by Greg Miller. So unfortunately, I won't be watching that. I don't want to touch that.
No, we will not be watching that. No. And if you're a fan of us, also don't watch it.
Also don't.
Yeah. If you like the Kill Chronicle, be like, as always, you like James, you like me, don't watch it.
Yeah. Otherwise, we don't like you. So that's how it goes.
Oh god.
Yeah, but seriously, don't watch it. But yeah, that's something that's happening, and it's only 30 minutes. Like, I don't care enough to stream it anyway. I'm just gonna watch the gameplay afterwards of Jedi Fallen Order. It's not worth it. It's not a proper press conference. It's just a stream with Greg Miller.
And that's the only one you want to see.
Yeah, so I just don't care. So
a stream with
fuck
Greg
EA.
Miller.
Yeah.
Oh,
bad, terrible.
Instead of watching that at the time that press conference was on, go watch episode 99 of Kill Connor Club with Colin Moriarty. That's what you should be watching instead.
Exactly.
Instead of a press conference with Greg Miller. Oh,
disgusting.
God. Yeah, disgusting. Disgusting.
Yeah,
it's like, you know, we were
terrible.
talking on Clubhouse last week. We were talking about rubbing shit into your feet.
It's
I'd rather do that.
It's on par, if not worse. Yeah, real bad. I tell you what, you couldn't pay me $500 to watch a Greg Miller stream, but you could pay me $500 to rub shit into my feet. So there's that.
Oh my god. Oh god, that's funny.
Jesus.
We're so mean. We're such mean-spirited guys, James. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So
that's
Microsoft kicks off.
Microsoft is the first proper press conference that happens.
No Sony this year, obviously.
No Sony.
Which is pretty crazy,
sad.
but
It's pretty sad. But
they have so many different shows throughout the year. Don't really need them.
No.
So Microsoft. Phil Spencer put out a tweet today.
Oh, he did.
That you retweeted, so I'm going to go find it.
I'm also going to go find it.
That's Call of Duty. That's Ubisoft. Why are you retweeting Ubisoft? Loot Gaming. Oh, I probably passed it.
Yeah, you've definitely passed it. There it is. I quoted it and said, "This is exciting." I've got the tweet. Do you want me to read it?
Sure. No, I wanted to be the one to find it, James.
Okay. It's a tweet from Phil Spencer.
I found it too, so yeah, go.
It's a tweet from Phil Spencer that says, "Just finishing our final E3 rehearsals here with the team in Redmond. Feel really good about the briefing. Lots to show. We have 14 Xbox Game Studio games in the show this year. More first-party games than we've ever had in the show. Fun times. Hashtag Xbox E3. So
they know what they're doing, James.
14 Xbox Game Studios games.
I don't even think there's been 14 Xbox Game Studios this whole generation of Xbox.
I know, that's a lot of games. Does this mean... Okay, so this is a question, and I'm more of the opinion that they probably might now, to be honest, after watching Robin Gaming's video on E3.
Yes.
Do you think they're going to announce the next Xbox at this conference?
Yes, I do.
I do too.
Will it be named, and will it be...
Release date, price, all that stuff?
Yeah, no.
Probably not.
That'll be next year. No, 100% won't be. Definitely not release date or price. It'll be the same way they've kind of announced the PlayStation 5. They've talked about what it can do.
Yes.
That it's coming. There'll be a code name, but there will be no official name to this console. There will be no release date to this console. There will be no price for this console. None of that will happen at all.
Yeah.
They'll just talk about features, what it's capable of doing, Game Pass's future on it, some key focuses that way, but it won't be a massive part of it. I feel like it'll be something they do early on in the show or right at the end.
Yes. Do you think some of these 14 games are going to be next gen only games that they're going to be announcing? Like, this is coming on the next Xbox. Like, this isn't a current gen thing. It's not like a cross gen thing. This is a next Xbox thing that we're teasing now, just to show that what's coming on next gen, the same way, maybe not the same way, but a bit more teasery and early on than what Sony did with when they showed games that were like, 4-5 years out. They were just like, look at all these games that are coming. Like that 1 year at E3.
I hated that year. You were all like jerking your fucking dicks to it. I was like, fuck off.
It just showed what was coming. It just showed the future. It showed,
it showed what's not coming anytime soon.
But I like that. I prefer that.
No, I don't.
Because it shows that. Because then every year you get closer, and every year you get more information on it. Like, it's better than just having a shit hour-long press conference showing shit games that are coming, out this year. Like, I want to see games that are coming in the next 2-3 years. I want to see what Xbox have got. I want to see what's coming on next gen. I want Xbox to really show us. So, I mean, 14, Xbox Game Studios games, some of those have to be next gen, surely. Surely they're not all coming this gen. There's no way. That doesn't make any sense.
No, of course not. Well, maybe you do it this way, like you show the games, you start off with all the games that are coming out soon, then halfway through reveal this next Xbox, and then focus on games. You don't say whether it's not coming on Xbox One, you just say they're the ones coming soon. You can assume they're probably going to be either on both, like crossover, or on exclusive to the next Xbox. 14 games, obviously some of them are going to be Well, I mean, 3 of them are Gears of War games. To be fair to you, like,
Are they?
remember they revealed 3 Gears of War games last year? None of them have come out yet.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so there's 3 Gears of War games, so there's 11 games now. Halo Infinite.
Halo.
So we've got 10 to go.
Probably a Forza. There's probably going to be a Forza there.
Yeah, there's going to be a Forza, so that's 9. There will be a couple of arcade games probably as well.
Will they count as Xbox, like,
yeah, I reckon
games?
So. Yeah, I reckon so.
Sea of Thieves
I reckon there'll be
or something?
I reckon there'll be 6 new things we haven't seen before. Of the 14, 6 things we've never seen before, and 4 of them will be brand new things. I think there'll be some, like, we're finally going to see some new IP, some original content from Xbox Game Studios we have never seen before. That's what I think.
Okay.
And I think we do see, and I said last year we weren't going to see it. I said last year we're not going to see it. I'm predicting this year we do see it. Fable 4 will be at E3 this year.
I think, it's got to be. It's got to be.
A teaser, a very short teaser, because it's not coming out on Xbox One. I said that as well. This game is not coming out on Xbox One. This game is coming out on the next Xbox. 2021. Probably very rare chance it'll be a launch title on the next Xbox, so it might be cross-platform. But because I think Halo Infinite's going to be the star of that, so I think the next Fable comes out 2021.
And Halo's definitely cross-platform. We know that already.
Yeah, and Halo Infinite's not coming out till
cross-gen, not cross-platform. That would be...
Yeah, sorry, yeah, cross-gen. Halo Infinite's going to be cross-gen. Halo Infinite's not coming out till that next Xbox launches. They've waited this long. They're not going to release it this year. How fucking stupid would that be?
Yeah.
Like, they released Halo 4 the year before the Xbox One came out. It's like, what the fuck are we doing?
You think
so
they'll wait.
Yeah. They'll wait. They've waited, it's 5 years this year or 4 years this year. So, they'll wait a 5th year. Give it that extra time. So, I predict we're going to see some gameplay of Halo Infinite. We'll probably see their Battle Royale mode as well.
Are they still doing that, though? Because didn't they not do it because of
they didn't
the bad
show it.
They didn't
show it. They'll still do it, but they didn't show it.
Okay.
I'm sure they'll still do it.
I hope they
I'm sure they'll still do it. Yeah, I probably hope they don't too. I hope it's just like, could you imagine if they're like, this is campaign only? No, I'm just joking. You have to have multiplayer there.
Imagine if it's Battle Royale only.
Oh,
Halo Infinite this whole time, it's not a main game, it's just a Battle Royale game where they were like, you want Master Chief? Well, it's going to be like 30 Master Chiefs fighting each other. That's the whole game. It's just a big fuck you.
Holy fuck, don't even say that. That's actually fucked.
Man. But yeah, so you said there's going to be 6 like things we've never seen before, you think, and you said 4 of them you think will be new things. 2 of them will be things that are like sequels.
Fables.
What are those?
Yeah, or reboots. Fable's one of them.
Okay. What's the other one?
Let's have a look. Let's have some fun. I reckon they're going to surprise us with doing a bit of a remake of something that's older. So let's have a look.
Okay, let's see.
Gears of War has got covered. Halo they've got covered. Fable we've got covered. Let's have a look.
I don't know. I'm looking at these. Don't know if there's any possibilities.
Is there anything? Oh, they only kind of do Halo, don't they? What the fuck else could they be doing? The next Sunset Overdrive.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't know what else there is. I'm trying to think of older Xbox games, but I can't think of anything. Like, they don't seem to have anything that's iconic the same way that Sony does with, like...
Well, Xbox do have iconic games. It's just...
Well, yeah, they're already
Halo.
Doing them. Like, yeah,
Yeah, we already know what they are. Fable's the only one we haven't heard about.
Yeah, it's got to be... Imagine if it's not Fable. If it's just Playground's new game isn't Fable, it's just a new open world IP. It's not Fable.
Yeah. I reckon they'll announce another Halo that's not Infinite, though.
What kind of Halo do you think they'll do? What do you think? Like a Halo Wars or something?
I don't think it'll be Halo Wars 3, but it could... Yeah, you know what? It could be Halo Wars 3. It could be. But I think it might be like the same way they're doing 3 Gears of War games. One's like the fucking what do they call the bobblehead things? The
yeah, I don't know what they're called, but I know what you
mean. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And then they're doing the like RTS style Gears of War, like the It's not full RTS. Like it's like squad turn based thing.
Like an XCOM game. Type thing.
Like an XCOM. That's the game I was looking for. Yeah, it's like an XCOM type game. And then they're doing obviously the main Gears of War 5 entry.
Yeah.
So they've got all that. I think they might do something similar with Halo as well. It might be Halo Wars 3. It might be something totally different, like a totally new look.
Epic mobile game.
Yeah. Yeah, Epic Mobile. I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking console. But yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know what else they can do.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just hoping for Fable, to be honest with you. A bunch of cool third-party things as well.
And new. I want a brand new IP that looks good too. I want one like really exciting brand new IP that looks just really interesting.
Yeah, it's really good because the thing is with Xbox, I can never imagine them having a game like The Last of Us or Uncharted or, Detroit or God of War. Like, Sony's games take themselves so seriously, but it's almost like Xbox is always just sort of having a laugh. I don't know. Like, all their games seem to be all, like, cartoony and funny, and I don't know. I want to see one of those, really grounded, serious games that I can take seriously and really enjoy. So that'd be nice to see from Microsoft. And they've kind of got to at this point. Like, what else can they show? This has got to be a big year for them. They've been preparing for a while. This is their time, especially with Sony being absent. Coming. So, yeah. I mean, on top of that as well, you've got third-party things like maybe we'll get to see whatever Rocksteady's been working on because they've been keeping that pretty secret. Whether it's a new Batman game, whether it's something else, surely we'll get some of that. God, other third-party stuff. I mean, sometimes Ubisoft like to announce things at Microsoft and then give a proper rundown at their press conference. Like when
Microsoft are doing 14 Microsoft Game Studio games, either it's going to be too long, which I think it was last year. I said it was too long, or they're not going to do as many of that shit from like Ubisoft and stuff. Hopefully they don't. But I'm sure Ubisoft will have one thing. Yeah. I think they'll probably show Watch Dogs 3 at Microsoft just because Microsoft will be the most viewed press conference of the whole thing.
Yeah. I don't think we know how long this one is yet, do we? Because last year it was 2 hours, I think. They've consistently
too long, man. That's too long.
I like it.
Too long.
I like it because they never.
Of course you do.
I never find press conferences
because you have nothing better
to
do with your life, man. You have nothing better to do than watch that fucking stream. I have 2 things
hours.
To do.
We've
it's
seen
2 hours.
Movies longer than that.
Too long.
A
movie's a movie. This is a guy talking about games I'm not playing yet, and I won't play for years. 1 hour, no fucking longer than that.
Killjoy.
Jesus Christ, I have shit to do.
You don't have to watch it. You don't have to fucking watch it, but I'm going to watch it.
I'm not going to watch it live. I'm not going to watch it live. It's at 5:30 in the morning. I'm not getting up for that shit.
Of course you're not. You noob.
Fucking bullshit.
You fucking noob.
5:30 in the morning. Get the fuck out of here. 2 hours? Are you high?
That's going to be great.
What the hell are you talking about?
It's going to be great.
Not happening.
It's going to be great. It's not happening. But that's it, I think, for Microsoft.
Fable's good. What a Fable. I just want that reaction to Fable. Like, I don't want that spoiled for me. Like, when I wake up and I see Fable 4 trailer,
Yeah, what you're gonna have to do is avoid everything and just watch the press conference. Because otherwise you will have
I won't remember to, though, because I'll look at Twitter and then
you'll see that I've tweeted about it 7 times in the past 5 minutes.
Yeah. There's been 5 minutes you tweeted about it 7 times. Yeah, that's true.
And you'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, there it is.
Fable 4 was announced.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that, though. Hopefully it's that. I'll be really disappointed if Playground's game isn't Fable. It's just a new IP they've been working on this whole time. I'll be really disappointed. Even if it looks great, I'll be like, oh, I was really hoping for Fable.
If it looks great, I won't be disappointed, but
I will.
It will be Fable. It's going to be Fable.
Hope so.
I have no doubt.
I do hope so.
The next press conference is Bethesda.
Oh, yes, I'm so excited for Bethesda. No, I'm not. What do you think they're going to show at Bethesda's? What can they show? Like, seriously?
So, has Rage 2 come out?
Yes, it has. It has come out. The only thing they've got is Doom Eternal. That's the only one that hasn't come out yet. I don't know. Wolfenstein New Blood, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I guess they can do that. It's a weird, like, feminist Nazi thing. I don't know.
I can't wait to see a band come out and play at Bethesda,
like
so a metal band.
I hope Todd Howard comes out and he's the one in the band. I want him to have
Oh, that's awesome.
big mohawk, and he's playing his like guitar. Oh man.
Do you think they'll still try to push Fallout 76 and updates for that?
I don't know, to be honest. They've kind of forgotten about it. They're not really talking about it anymore. But I think maybe they will. Like it'll be like it's a big expansion, or maybe not. I don't know. There'll be Elder Scrolls Online stuff, I'm sure, as well as some of their updates to their card games. Maybe that Elder Scrolls Mobile.
Elder Scrolls Online. Elder Scrolls Online's killing it, eh? That's crazy.
It's doing very well. It is. Not my thing, but it's
like every year they have a massive new campaign that they release. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's not for me, but they're doing well. It's good.
Oh, it's not for me. I don't play it, but I'm just saying it's cool. I'm glad it's done well. Like I always want them to do well, especially with Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, at least they're getting money as well. That means they can put all that into other things like Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield. Do you think I mean, I don't.
Starfield, we'll see.
Do you think we'll see Starfield?
Yeah, I do.
The thing is, though, well, if Microsoft are showing, if they decide to announce, maybe, because Bethesda have always been close with Microsoft, not Sony. So, do you think it's possible that whilst showcasing the new Xbox and showing these are the games coming next gen, that they could show Starfield at Microsoft?
Zero chance.
You don't think so?
Zero chance, yeah.
Watch it happen. I bet it'll happen.
I bet you it won't happen. Because why would you play a Bethesda game on your new console when they've got a Halo game coming out on it?
Well, yeah. But also,
I bet you Microsoft open with Halo Infinite.
Oh,
I bet you Microsoft open with Halo Infinite.
I think they'll open with a demo. Like it'll go straight into it, and then after the demo, Phil Spencer will come out and be like,
it'll be Master Chief.
Yeah.
They'll start off with the Master Chief single player demo and be like, sorry guys, obviously you're just playing Master Chief. And then there'll be like a multiplayer section of it. And then they'll announce the next Xbox and show, and then they'll announce the next Xbox and show how Halo Infinite looks on it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, sure, that sounds reasonable.
And that's the first 25 minutes. No, that's the first hour, and then it'll be another 2 hours long talking about everything else.
It's 3 hours in total.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Bethesda, I mean, I just find it really difficult for them to imagine that they will show a next-gen game before the next-gen consoles have been properly announced and they're really showing them. I guess they could say. Well, I mean, it's like what they did. So at Microsoft before, they showed a tiny trailer.
Well, when do you think Starfield's coming out? When do you think Starfield's coming out?
2021 probably.
I think it's coming out 2020.
Maybe, but it'd have to come out at the end of 2020. We already know it's a next-gen exclusive game. It's not coming out on this gen. It's not cross-gen. So it's got to be 2020 or 2021.
Yeah, unless obviously not coming out this year.
But I feel it's going to be 2021 because I don't think it's going to be like a launch title for the new Xbox and PlayStation. I feel it's got to come out after that. I just can't see it coming out that soon.
Imagine it's going to be over 10 years between Elder Scrolls 5 and 6. Holy fuck.
I know. That's mental.
2021 when Starfield comes out is 10 years since Skyrim.
I know. And then it'll still be a while after that. Like, once Starfield's out, it'll be another couple of years, at the very least, before we get Elder Scrolls. Because they're going to have to shift all their focus then to Elder Scrolls, and it's got to be a massive game. So, the amount of shit
I fucking hate Fallout. I hate Starfield. Just make Elder Scrolls games. Why the fuck are you working on those useless fucking franchises?
I used to love Fallout, but then...
fuck Fallout.
Fallout 4 is not good. Fallout 76 sucks. It's disappointing actually. It's really sad because I do love Fallout. Although I'm interested to see what Starfield has, so I'll be.
Do you think they do another teaser for
Elder
Scrolls 6?
No, I just think it's going to be entirely.
How do you
absent.
go for it? How do you do a teaser and then never mention it for another 3 years? That's weird.
Well, they can't keep mentioning it because we don't know anything. Like, they can't go into marketing.
That's your favourite thing,
now.
Apparently. Let's leak a game that's not coming out for 10 years, but keep talking about it every year.
No, but the difference with Sony was they did show it every year. And, it's different as well when it's a current gen as well. So, in 2014, you can show games that are coming out for the next few years, then every year.
But it's the same amount of time between Death Stranding getting first shown and then it actually coming out. It was 4 years ago that the first trailer came out.
I feel like it's a different situation when it's next gen though, because it's like
I don't know why you think that so much.
Because you can't take that away from the companies that own the consoles and be like, here's a reveal of what next gen looks like at a Bethesda conference.
You already know.
No, you don't know.
Bethesda. Why would Bethesda care? This is our next game. That's what it looks like.
It's never happened before. You've never seen a game shown ever before the next gen consoles are out. You've never seen it before. A game that's purely next gen. Like you've seen things like Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, things like fucking I don't know what other games there were, but that like things.
So
like
you don't think we're gonna see Starfield or Elder Scrolls 6 at all? We're gonna see fucking Doom and Wolfenstein and Elder Scrolls. What the fuck's the point of a press conference?
If you well, exactly, what is the point of a press conference? Because think about it. The only reason that it was worth doing a press conference last year was specifically for those 2 teasers. It's been years since Bethesda have had a reason to do a press conference, but they keep doing it over and over again. And they're always boring, and they're always nothing. So I honestly don't expect anything from this press conference. I think we're going to see Doom Eternal. I think we'll see some Wolfenstein stuff. Maybe a new announcement that Bethesda, like it's Bethesda are publishing it, but I don't think it'll be a Bethesda game. What is it? What are they called? Bethesda Game Studios game, because they're obviously working on Starfield and Elder Scrolls. I don't think we're going to see anything. I think maybe Starfield at a push, but other than that, I think it's going to be a lot of nothing, because that's what they always do. They just want a presence at E3, but they don't actually have anything to show. So I don't know. I could be completely wrong.
You're probably right.
But that's what they always do. But yeah, there's that one.
The next day is Ubisoft.
It is Ubisoft. We already know a majority of what they're showing. They've announced it, and they're like, so For Honor updates, The Division 2, Ghost Recon Breakpoint. We're going to get a proper look at that.
Yes.
I don't care about that at all.
Don't care. Yep, don't care at all. Yeah. Watch Dogs 3 is obviously getting announced.
Yes, Watch Dogs 3 will be one of their surprises, because Eve said in that promotional video, is like, 1 or 2 surprises. So the rest is stuff we know. It's like all this stuff like we already know plenty about. So 1 or 2 surprises. Does that mean 1 or does that mean 2 surprises? I don't know. One of those will be Watch Dogs though.
Watch Dogs 3 for sure.
Yeah, Watch Dogs 3 will probably be their biggest thing there. I'm not expecting... Beyond Good and Evil 2, maybe an update for that, potentially.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll have a trailer for some Odyssey DLC, of course.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, potentially.
No, 100%. They'll jizz their pants over how good Odyssey is and all that shit. Probably, they'll probably have reveal the next fucking 3 Far Cry games they've got coming out in the next 2 months. And
do you think we're going to see Far Cry or not? I don't think we are.
No. I
don't think there'll be any Far Cry.
New Dawn. They've had 2 games in 2 years.
I think there will be... Okay, this is what I predict, okay? So we're going to have all that stuff we know about with For Honor, The Division, blah, blah, blah. And then I think the 2 surprises, I think we're only going to get 2. I think one will be Watch Dogs 3. They'll reveal it, give us a look at Watch Dogs 3. And then I think the other one will be Beyond Good and Evil 2. We'll get a release date. I think those are the 2 things. I don't think there's going to be a new IP or a new game or a sequel or something we don't know about. I can't see. I don't think we're going to get a secret Assassin's Creed. I don't think we're going to get a new Prince of Persia. I don't think we're going to get a Splinter Cell. I think that'll be it. Watch Dogs 3 reveal.
I agree.
Beyond Good and Evil 2 will finally get a release date. And that's it.
Yeah.
I think that'll be it.
I agree.
It's going to be boring. I think it's going to be really boring.
Agree.
Ubisoft used to be really good. They used to have really good press conferences with a bunch of like surprises and new games, and now
remember
it's just
the first
like,
Watch Dogs when that got like the first
that was
like,
so fucking good. That because that press conference was brilliant. Like we'd seen, I remember they revealed we saw Assassin's Creed 3, Far Cry 3 was being shown. There was a bunch of other games, and they ended it with that reveal of Watch Dogs, the original Watch Dogs.
It's one of the all-time great press conferences.
Good. That press conference was so good. 2012, 2011, 2012 were really strong Ubisoft press conferences.
Yeah.
And then it's just sort of gone downhill from there.
That E3 2011, they had the Revelations trailer, with Iron. Yeah, that's one of the I mean, that's the greatest game trailer of all time in my opinion.
It's incredible. Yeah.
Ubisoft miss the old days. We always miss the old days though, but it's dead now, so we move on. I'll tell you what I'm excited for is Square Enix. I'm actually probably Microsoft is what I'm most excited for because Halo, Fable, new IPs, things like that.
A lot of new stuff there, yeah.
But in terms of these third-party publishers, Square Enix is the one I'm most excited for. And it was they had a shit one last year. It was literally the worst I've ever seen.
So what was it called? The Quiet Man? That was one of their games. That was their announcement. Yeah.
It was one of the all-time worst things I've ever seen in my entire life.
So bad. It was just
it wasn't even a press conference.
Shown. Yeah, it was so bad.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a press conference this year or a direct. It's just an event.
That's what it was. It wasn't even a press conference last year. It was literally just 30 minutes of trailers played back to back, and that was it.
I don't know whether that's what they're doing this year again or not, or whether it's an actual on-stage thing, because they used to do those. But I don't know whether it is.
Because I want to see... Obviously, we'll get to the big thing, which is the Avengers game.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's the big thing. I want to see Kingdom Hearts 3 Final Mix trailer.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's what I
So
wanna see.
because it's pretty much confirmed that it's going to be there because was it at the orchestra?
Oh really? I didn't know. I'm literally
Okay.
just making that shit up.
So Tetsuya Nomura said, I think it was at the orchestra. He said there'll be more. So he announced it. It's called Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind, is what the DLC is called. Along with announcing the big, like, there's big pay DLC or something like that. I think we vaguely went over it before. And then he said,
really? I kind of forgot about all this. I didn't realize it was a thing. I'm excited.
Yeah,
Fuck
and then he
yes.
said there'll be more in June, is what he said, which means E3, right? That
3, yeah,
it means
okay.
E3. So it looks like that's what we're getting, a proper look at the DLC and this Remind and whatever the hell is going on here. So
I'm of the mind that this DLC
fun.
is Radiant Garden and our like Leon and everyone. That's my
I hope so.
prediction.
I fucking hope so.
It's like a side story with all those characters, and then you can be fucking satisfied.
Do you know how fucking
hater.
happy I will be? I'll be like, this is it. They've
You
done it.
absolute hater.
They've done
You
it.
hater.
All they need to do is
They'll add
refine
heaps of new
critical mode a bit.
bosses and
Give us my
yeah.
secret bosses. Give me some Final Fantasy characters. Give me Radiant Garden. Give me fucking data battles. All that good stuff. Give me it, and I'll be happy.
And then it's the greatest Kingdom Hearts game. Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe.
it could be. Well, no, we'll have to wait and see. We gotta wait till I play it, then we'll find out.
It's still my number one. It's still my number one as it is, just story wise. But yeah, cool.
Fair enough.
The Kingdom Hearts 2 certainly not. It's not even second.
Oh, okay, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 2
Kingdom
Final
Hearts
Mix is
1.
one of the best games ever made, but that's okay. You're
I
allowed to
don't
be
disagree with you.
entirely wrong.
Yeah. As are you. Thanks, bro. Anyway.
What else are they showing? Oh, Final Fantasy VII Remake will be there. Some more gameplay and
don't
look at
care
that.
about
That's
that.
really sad. Okay.
Hitman?
No,
More Hitmans?
Surely not.
Yeah.
They just released one, didn't they?
Yeah, but they always release another Hitman.
Yeah,
there's
they need to
always
stop.
another Hitman.
They're not
There
very
is
good
always
anymore.
another
Stop
Hitman.
releasing Hitman games. I remember 2016's one was good.
They're always releasing. There's always a Hitman game. Literally, if there's anything I get on, there's always a Hitman game, and it's always like another reboot. We're like, here we go again.
God.
And just like same
Hitman
guy.
2016 was good. But I never finished the 2018? I remember. They gave it to me because Square Enix are my best friends. But I never finished it because it just wasn't as good, I don't think. Which is a shame. But yeah, I don't think we'll get another Hitman game. Because they seem to release them 2 years apart. It was 2016, 2018, so I wouldn't assume there's going to be another until 2020.
Yeah.
It'll be the same game with just new levels, which is exactly what the other one was. But yeah, I don't know. What else? Square Enix?
Now in the... well, I just want to go back to Kingdom Hearts 3 for a second. I was just having a thought.
Okay.
If this paid DLC is set after the Kingdom Hearts 3 game, which is possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it's all the Final Fantasy characters. Do you think it could be... So he plays Riku? And Sora's spoilers, obviously, for Kingdom Hearts 3. Playing as Riku, go to the Final Fantasy characters because you're trying to find a way to get to Sora.
Maybe.
And then it ends again right where the secret ending sort of starts, where Riku ends up in a different place to Sora, and they're both in different, worlds, world never... What's the fucking... I think it's not Final Fantasy.
The world ends with you.
World ends with you,
Yeah, they could do that. That'd be cool. Because then also whilst telling, because then you wouldn't just be telling the side story with the Final Fantasy characters. It's also integral to the main plot as well. And at the same time, you can finish Cloud's story with Sephiroth, give us a Sephiroth boss battle, and then have it tie into the secret ending, and then it sets up Kingdom Hearts 4.
You kind of have to have Sora though. Now that I think about it, but yeah. I feel like Sora, it will be... I don't think it'll be set up. I don't think it will be. It'd be cool if it was, but I do think it'll be...
I don't know. Nomura's mental. Maybe he'll do something. He'll do something.
He is mental. Yeah. But I'm excited for more Kingdom Hearts 3. Are you fucking kidding me? Give me more Kingdom Hearts.
I'm excited.
The fact that in 4 years I'll probably have Kingdom Hearts 4 is like, are you serious? Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give me fucking more. It's great. I love it. But the big thing with Square Enix is the Avengers game. Yes. And there was all these new details released. I haven't read a single thing, James. Tell me about it.
Well, I haven't either.
Haven't you?
Let me find it. Someone did post it. Wait, hold on. Let me find it. Someone posted it in the gaming discussion tab of the Discord. Let me just try and find it. It shouldn't be that long ago. It was while I was streaming, I remember. Someone was like, check the fucking Discord for information. Hang on. Oh, this is they've talked a lot on here, more than I thought they had in the gaming channel.
Yeah. You mean Discord gets used?
When was I last streaming? It was 2 days ago, right? So it's okay. I gotta go way back. Hold on.
Holy shit! How about you just Google it?
Oh, I don't know if I'd find it though. Like, cause it's so. Hang on. Let me search just Avengers.
Yeah, silence. Really good.
Yeah. Oh, this is a brilliant podcast. We're both quiet trying to read stuff. Oh, what's this? If I jump to here and then scroll down, I should be able to find it.
Should be.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I will. Fucking hell, people talk about absolute shit in it. It's just... Oh, that's not even the right chat. Fuck it, I'm gonna have to Google it.
Holy
Avengers
fucking
game,
shit, dude.
Avengers game
I thought
information.
I saw it on Twitter.
No, I don't think it was on Twitter. Well, it probably is somewhere. I just don't know where to find it. Oh, here we go. Wait, is this it? Oh, fucking hell. This is an absolute mess. Hold up. No, okay, I need to turn this. There we go. This is it. Here we go. This is the description. So, for the E3, E3 Coliseum, the thing they do every E3 where they show off demos for all the games that have been announced. There's one for Marvel's Avengers, which is half an hour long, and the description reads, "Embrace your powers and join key members of the development team at Crystal Dynamics and the creative team at Marvel Games as they talk exclusively about the upcoming Marvel's Avengers. This is the defining Avengers gaming experience, an action-adventure that combines cinematic storytelling with continuous single-player and cooperative gameplay, moderated by blah 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 blah. Assemble in teams of up to 4 players, master extraordinary abilities, customize your heroes to fit your playstyle, and combine powers to defend an ever-expanding world of constant threat." That's the description.
What? Sounds fucking weird. Customize your hero. What?
Yeah, I don't know.
What, are you making your own superhero to join the Avengers?
I don't know.
Oh, that's fucking dumb.
Or potentially it's customizing heroes that are already there. So like Iron Man, you have different suits or different abilities that you can switch out.
Just let me play as Cap and everyone can shut the fuck up. That's all I care.
It's interesting because it says, so the bit that I thought was interesting is that it says an epic action adventure. So it's an action adventure game that combines cinematic storytelling with continuous single player and cooperative gameplay. So this is a single player game. It's cinematic storytelling, it's action adventure, and it's single player, but it also has co-op.
Yeah, okay. So people can jump in and play as another one of the Avengers, right? Like, so if I'm playing as Cap, you can play as Iron Man. Someone else can play as Thor.
Yes, I think that's what they're saying. It's just very confusing because I mean, for the entire time that this game has been announced, we really haven't known anything about it or like how it plays or, you know, what is this? Is this like a fucking drop in, drop out co-op type game? Like you run through a level beating up enemies, or is this like a, you know, like a Uncharted type thing where you've got level-based missions where you're going through this world, or like just like a fighting game, or like, what is this game? Like I can't sort of, I don't know, I can't sort of envisage it. It says action adventure.
I don't know. That the way they've explained it is so bizarre.
Yeah,
it's
really
kind of
confusing.
like all contradicting what I'd expect when they say action adventure, cinematic experience, single player and co-op. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Where you're customizing your hero and open adventures.
Assemble in teams of up to 4 players to master extraordinary abilities, customize your heroes to fit your playstyle, and combine powers to defend an ever-expanding world under constant threat. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, I don't understand what any of that means. Yeah, it makes no sense. I don't know what's happening.
How can this be a cinematic storytelling single-player game, but also be that as well? Like, I just don't... Unless it's talking 2 modes. Maybe there's a cinematic single-player story.
Imagine it's like... No, you've got it all wrong. It's like Destiny. It's like Destiny. Where it's like that. So everyone has their own superhero and you're all Avengers.
Oh, this is like thousands, millions of Avengers.
Yeah.
And you're defending against the darkness. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is the game.
That sounds awful.
It's
a very strange description. So
We're being an Avenger. Everyone's an Avenger. You're an Avenger. And fucking Oprah's the leader, apparently. You're all Avengers!
That's the game.
Look, that's it. That's the game. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this. It's difficult. I'm interested to see it, though, because I think once we see it, we'll get a better understanding of exactly what it is. But from that description, it just sounds fucking weird. Like, it sounds like a Marvel vs. Capcom or like a Spider-Man friend or foe type thing, where you're just, like, progressing through a level and... I don't know. Like, it's weird. I don't know. How can it be a cinematic action adventure story single-player game, but also be a cooperative game where you assemble with up to 4 players to defend... an ever-expanding world? What does that mean? An ever-expanding world? What is this, fucking Minecraft? What is this? What a fucking weird description. Yeah, that doesn't give us anything. I really do not know. But I'm interested to see it. That'll be exciting. To finally get to see exactly what this game is going to be. So I am looking forward to it, but I don't know whether I'm hoping for much, to be honest. I mean, from day one, I was sort of like, how on earth do you even do an Avengers game? Because I mean, when you've got Spider-Man, it's a lot easier. It's smaller scale, but how do you do an Avengers game where you've got Iron Man and Thor and Hulk and, you know, these characters that can do these, like, huge things that, like, how do you, I don't know. It's tough to sort of imagine how you would do it, but I'm interested to see it. See where this goes.
If you were to do a Captain America game the same way you do a Spider-Man game, you do an Iron Man game separately, it makes sense. You can kind of see how it would happen.
Yeah.
But I just have no idea. I'm with you, man.
Yeah, it's very strange.
I have no idea how they're going to do this at all.
No idea.
But here we fucking are.
Have to wait and see.
Here we are. What? We do have to wait and see. What is there anything else from Square Enix that you're excited about?
I don't think there's anything I'm missing there. They'll probably have some minor things here and there, but yeah, no, I can't think of anything. Anything else? Maybe like a Just Cause? When did the last one come out?
Oh, last year. Didn't Just Cause 4 just come out last year?
Didn't Just Cause 3 just come out, though?
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
Just Cause 3 was 2015. Just Cause 4 was 2018. Oh, yeah, we won't have another one for 3 years. Bloody hell, it was 3 years in between those? Jesus, it didn't feel like that at all.
Yeah, I know. Because that's when we had Asim on the podcast. When Just Cause 3 came out, that was the first time. We've been doing this podcast a long time, buddy.
Jesus. So, that is mad.
Fucking hot second.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
It has been. We've also got Nintendo Direct E3.
We do. That's the last one. The last one of E3.
Don't know anything really regarding that other than Pokemon, which will be
well,
fun.
that's what all I'm excited to see is finally, because we know this year's the new Pokemon.
Yeah.
Is coming out. This new Pokemon, what's it called? Sword and Shield.
Sword and Shield, yeah.
So I'm excited, really excited to see some more Pokemon get revealed. It's probably going to make me want to play and actually finish Pokemon Moon for the first time, and have my team all ready to go and trade over. I can't wait to have a console, and I'll have my Ambipom, my buddy, my best friend.
Oh, that monkey thing.
Yeah, the purple monkey.
Yeah.
My favourite Pokemon, level 100. Ambipom, shut the fuck up. He's my best friend.
Some weird
I've had that Ambipom since Diamond and Pearl. When did that come out?
I'm looking at it now. Why has he got udders on his hands? Fucking weird Pokemon.
It's shut the fuck up. It came out in 2006. Oh, that was Japan, so it probably came out, 2007? So I've had Ambipom since 2007. I've had that Pokemon for 12 years.
Jesus.
And I've had Manectric the longest. That's my other... And that was Ruby, which came out in 2002 in Japan, so 2003. So I've had my Manectric since 2003. I was 8 years old when I got my Manectric. And, yeah, I've had my Ambipom since 2007.
That's cool. I like
so I've had the same. I've always kept my team. So I've had my guys for years and years and years. Like, I'm not like Harlan plays Pokemon like a savage. Like, he's got like 1,000 level 100s. He starts new games all the time. Makes new teams from the start. I don't. I have one team that I've kept for, 2003. I've kept for 16, 17 years. I've had at least one my Manectric for 16 years. I've had my Ambipom for 12, and I think Black and White I got a couple that I've got from my Crocodile. What I've been training up in in Moon is a Primate, because I hated all the originals from that, so I've got a Primate. Because everyone, when I used to ask people, there's a few discussions I had, right? When I was like 15, 16, I remember at work having a conversation, funny mentioning it because I live with one of these fucking guys now that I used to work with. Jared used to call me a fucking manky, which is a little monkey, like a little angry. Yeah. He's like, you're a fucking manky, you're a little bitch manky boy. And I'm like, I'm not manky, shut up. And then when I was like old, I was like 20, probably 21. And I was at work and I was in Melbourne and shit. And somehow this conversation came up and someone goes, you'd be a Primate, Tyler. And I'm like, that's Manky's evolution. I'm like, finally, someone called me a Primate. But I just thought it was so funny that people like think I've got the temperament of a Manky and a Primate, like this angry, like hardball, like sort of temperament.
That's funny.
But I just love that as I got older, someone like, no, you're the evolution. I'm like, yes, I've evolved. I've evolved.
That's funny.
So I felt like I needed to get a Primate at some point, so I got one. I need to train him up a bit because he's such a lower level than all my other guys. My, Braviary, my Crocodile, Manectric, Amber Pom. And what's the fucking fire line? I got that from the last game. Pyroar. He's this fire line.
That's cool.
And then I think I've only got 5 now because I got rid of 1. Because every generation, like, I cut 1 out. And it's straight tryouts because I'll start a new team. Like, so this new Pokemon game is going to come out. I'm going to start new from the low levels and train up 6 new Pokemon. Only 1 spot's available in the team, right? Like, I'm training over 5 from my last game.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll have 6 actually because Primate's going to be in. So I'm going to have 6 Pokemon from my team. Amberpom as team captain cannot go. Manectric I've had for 17 years. He's not going. Manectric's a she. Amberpom's a guy. No big deal. Those are my 2 impossible to trade. Absolutely cannot trade. I've had them for more than half my life. I've had those Pokemon. So they're staying. And Braviary I would never get rid of. They're like my 3. Crocodile I really don't want to get rid of. Pyroar's awesome. Primate I can't imagine, but that's 6, so I've got a max team. So no one might make the team, right? Like I might make this new team of 6 Pokemon from this new game, and I'm like, you know what? I don't like any of them enough that they make the team. But 2 of them I could like so much, I'm like, I'm going to have to kick out 2 from my team. So that's how I run it. I have 1 team that I stick with. That's 6 and 6 only. There's no substitutions or anything. There's 6 fucking Pokemon. And then when I play through a new game, I make a new team, and all it is tryouts. Tryouts to get in the max team. The end game team.
That sounds good. I wish I'd been playing Pokemon for such a long time. Then I could carry mine over, but I don't. So this will be like my first Pokemon game. Although I've played Pokemon games, I've never
I find that so weird.
And I played Pokemon Red, but that was through an emulator on my PC. So this will be my first proper Pokemon game. But I'm excited. I can get into it, and it'll be great. I can't wait. And it looks really good as well.
That's crazy. Oh, I'm so excited for like a console Pokemon game that I'm going to be on my TV and see my Amberpom, my buddy, my best friend, my Manectric I've had since I was like 8 years old. That's so fucking crazy. And he's going to be on TV finally. The first time I had my fucking Manectric, I was on a Game Boy Advance.
That's mental.
On a tiny little pixelated screen. That's when I got my Manectric. That same Pokemon, that same bit of data. And now he's going to be on my TV in 4K.
That's crazy.
That's unbelievable. It won't be 4K. It's a Switch, right? It'll be 1080p.
Yeah, it'll be 1080p.
1080p.
Crazy.
Yeah, but, you know, it is what it is still. It's something. It's something. Yeah, so that's all the E3 press conference. There's nothing else from Nintendo you really want to see.
Not that I know of, no. It'll be a fun time, but there's nothing I'm, like, hoping for or excited for, so, yeah. Oh, maybe Sora for Smash, though. That'd be great. Sora being a new Smash character. Do you reckon
Sora will be Smash?
Maybe.
Really? Sora?
Hope so. They're doing all these different crossover ones, aren't they? That's like they're doing like 5 from different games. They did what's his name, Joker from Persona. So I mean, people are really, really hyping up Sora for Smash. So maybe they'll do it. It'll be the right time if they were going to. But I hope so. Other than that, no, not really.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then there's nothing else. I mean, Sony will release trailers. Like, they're not going to be absent around this time. They've already done Death Stranding. Like, they'll release another trailer, I assume, around E3
You
time.
reckon? Through the weekend?
Yeah, some Ghost of Tsushima,
Last of Us?
Last of Us, yeah. the big three. They've already done Death Stranding, so Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us. Those are the other two. I assume they'll do.
So when do you think those games? So Death Stranding's coming out
November.
Last of Us, you reckon, is coming out mid next year, like this time next year?
Yes, I reckon so. Yeah, like May, June.
Because Last of Us, the first Last of Us was like a May, June, wasn't it, when it came out?
Yes.
2000.
Yes. It's got to have been May, surely.
12 or 13, whenever it was.
2000. Yeah, whenever that was. Yeah. Naughty Dog tend to release about that time. Like Uncharted was May, wasn't it? Uncharted 4?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, yeah. I thought it was August or something.
No.
July, August. Yeah, it was a summer release.
I'm Googling it. Uncharted 4 was... No, it was May the 10th. I was right.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just when I got it. That's when I got a PS4 and played all the Uncharted. It's like July. So that's what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm connecting into my brain. Was when I played it for the first time. Because it wasn't long after it came out.
Yeah, so... Yeah, it looks like Death Stranding will probably be the first one then. That's probably the only one
that's
definitely
be the first one. Ghost of Tsushima, do you reckon that's going to be a cross-gen? Or do you reckon it'll come out like February or something?
Oh, they'll all be cross-gen, I assume. Like, they'll do all... Like, I mean... Well,
it's backwards compatible, so it'll be cross-gen.
Yeah, well, like every... Yeah, but it's... it's not going to be PS5. It'll be a PS4 game, but... Yeah, I reckon
all of
Ghost
those,
of Tsushima...
These are the final 3 exclusive PS4 games.
See, I don't know now which one's going to come first, because I feel like The Last of Us is probably more finished. I feel like that game would make more sense to come out first, but I don't think they'd want it to come out first. Like, you'd want that to be
the finale.
Yeah, sort of
finale.
Big
I think Ghost of Tsushima comes out
game.
like March, like it's our days gone. March, April, Ghost of Tsushima. May, Last of Us Part 2, and then we'll get Horizon Zero Dawn 2 will be the launch exclusive of
and you'd imagine as well, after they've launched The Last of Us, you'd think next year's E3 Sony will come back. They just don't need it this year. I don't think they're gone forever.
Don't need it this year.
It's just like, we don't need it. We've got 3 games coming out. We don't need a whole press conference. So maybe they won't. I would like them to come back, though.
I would too. They might just be like, we're on our own now. We do our own things. We don't need E3.
Maybe. But they've got
because they've got at the end of the year, they've got their PlayStation stuff. Don't they? They have like PlayStation. What's it called?
PlayStation Experience.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that. I mean, you've kind of got to be at E3 though when you're announcing a new console. Like, if Microsoft's going to be there showing off the new Xbox, surely Sony have got to be there. What are they going to do? Just sit in the background like, yeah, we've also got one as well, but we're not doing a press conference.
No. In April, do your own press conference and do it like months before.
Maybe. I mean, I hope they come back to E3, but because State of Play isn't really working out for them, it's a bit shit. So they also don't need it either. But I like to think they're just taking this year off because they don't need it. But who knows? We'll have to wait for next year. But yeah, I mean, Sony's going to drop some trailers surely, and then maybe we'll find a release date for all of them. Like, they've done Death Stranding, next they'll do Ghosts, then they'll do The Last of Us, or vice versa, and we'll find out a release date for all of them around this time, and that's it. Now they've got them all set in stone. All we've got to do is wait for the games. It'll make sense. So
maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe.
But that's it. That's all the press conferences, all the E3 stuff.
What do you think is going to be the best press conference?
Oh, Microsoft easily. That's the one I'm most excited for. The rest will be,
I think probably time-wise and tightness, just structurally, Ubisoft will probably have the best one again. But in terms of like what has the best games and things that I'm excited about, it'll be Microsoft. But it'll be too long again, like last year.
Perfect.
Too fucking long. And boring.
Ubisoft just has nothing to show though. It's all just like updates for stuff. It's like there's no need for this to be a press conference. Like, it's
sequels.
So boring.
There's nothing new. Sequels to shit that's old and stale in the same format that they've always done. They'll just make it an RPG.
Watch Dogs. It'll be epic. Skateboarding through London with your graffiti and stuff. That'll be great. I can't wait. Yeah. Punching people. It's gonna be epic. Yeah. Bethesda will be pretty boring. I predict. Square Enix will be fun because they've got some good stuff to show there, and then Nintendo will be nice. Nintendo's always a nice event, and Pokemon will be cool. So, yeah. Yeah,
I guess so. Wow, that's it. That's E3. It's not really the biggest year, isn't it? I feel like because it's the last year for before the next gen consoles. Like, so I feel like it's the calm before the storm a little bit in some ways.
Yeah, that's it.
So there's not really all that much happening.
Yeah, true. There'll be a few third party things though. Like I'm sure we'll get a few announcements because people want to get in their last sort of big third party games. Because if you remember before, I mean we've sort of had it maybe a bit earlier than usual because 2013 was a big year for games, and 2012 was as well. It's like this year we've had 2018 was a really big year for games, but now everyone's sort of winding down, ready for next gen. But I'm sure we'll get a few things here and there. Like I feel like we've got to see Rocksteady's new game surely. That they keep saying they're working on, unless it's next gen, but I don't see why it would be. They've been working on it for fucking
What do you think
ages.
it is? Superman? Or do you think they're just going to do another Batman?
It's not.
Game?
It's not Superman. They've already said it's not Superman because people kept talking about it, and so they came out and they were like, "Look, we're working hard, and it's not Superman, but we'll show you when it's ready or whatever." Maybe it's Batman. Maybe it's just another Batman. Like it could be, but it might not be. It might be something new. But I'm interested to see that. And maybe we'll get to see some more of this Harry Potter RPG that was leaked. Maybe someone will come out and finally announce that properly.
Who's
and
making
be like,
that?
Here you go. We don't know. Avalanche.
Oh, that could be Avalanche. Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
They haven't made a lot of things, so that's that'll be interesting. I feel like surely they've got to show it, unless of course it's next gen, in which case they probably won't bother until it's closer to the time. So maybe that'll be next year when they're really showing like here's all the fucking next gen shit that all these third parties have been working on. That'll be big next year, but maybe they'll show it. I'm not really holding out too much hope, but it'd be nice to see and finally get a proper announcement. But yeah, I don't know. There's no other third party games I can really think of off the top of my head. But I think there'll be plenty of stuff to talk about. I think it'll be a good year for E3, at least from Microsoft anyway, because they're going to have a few things to do. Square Enix has got a good one. Ubisoft will be okay. Bethesda could be interesting. It just depends whether it is or not, obviously. And Nintendo will be fun. So yeah, E3's going to be pretty good this year, I think. Looking forward to it and looking forward to streaming it with everybody. So that'll be a bloody blast. Can't wait.
Yeah. What's your MVP prediction game of show?
Oh, I don't know.
Is there one of the games that's going to come soon? It's not like a teaser. Like it's going to just have the best presence overall.
The best presence. I'm trying to think of what we're. What,
do you want me to give you mine?
Shown.
Do you want me to give you mine?
Yeah, go for it.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I think what everyone's going to be talking about at this E3 and most hype for, and will have the biggest traction, will be Modern Warfare.
Ah, yeah. Could be. Oh, actually, that's a point. Where do you think they're going to show it? Because
Microsoft.
No, but thing is, right? They've got a deal with Sony. They're partnered with Sony, and there's no Sony press conference. Do you think they'll still show it at Microsoft?
Yes.
Interesting. They haven't done that before. We've never seen Call of Duty at Microsoft. It's been a while. The last one was Ghosts, was it? That's the last time they were partnered with Microsoft. That's the last time we saw it at E3. Other than that, it's been Sony, I believe, if at all. Actually, I think Call of Duty do their own little event, don't they? Not at E3, but after E3. Okay. I don't remember.
Okay.
But
well, if it's shown at Microsoft or shown around E3, or if you kind of count it in E3, even if they just release a demo and trailer by itself, I think that'll probably be what's talked about the most and probably look the most interesting in something a bit new that's old though. I don't think Halo Infinite's going to wow us. I think it'll... I hope it does. I hope it's Halo Infinite. That's what I hope it will be. Yeah. But I think I think it'll probably be the strongest showing of something that's pretty new and coming soon, like this year. Probably like Modern Warfare. Because there's no Sony exclusives, so that's out.
Yeah. Maybe there'll be a new IP from Microsoft that'll really impress everybody. Some sort of new game that everyone's like, wow, this looks really fucking interesting, and everyone's talking about. Maybe that'll be a thing. Yeah,
true. Maybe that's nice. That'll be good.
Yeah, definitely won't be Watch Dogs 3.
No, it definitely won't be. That's true. Can confirm.
Assassin's Creed, the new Assassin's Creed. What if they announce a secret new Assassin's Creed? What if it's a Assassin's Creed 1 remake?
Ooh. Don't stop that. Don't make me think. No. I don't care about Assassin's Creed. I'm not playing Assassin's Creed anymore. It's over. I'm not playing the next one. I'm not playing it anymore. It's done. It's done. It brings you nothing but misery. I'm not playing Assassin's Creed. There's no more Assassin's Creed. I don't make Assassin's Creed videos. I don't talk about it. It's over.
Welcome
I'm done.
To the Assassin's Creed podcast, the Kill Corner Club.
I'm not going to stream. I'm not going to stream the fate of Atlantis like you sick son of a bitch.
I can't wait. That comes out soon. Tuesday? It comes out Tuesday. No,
no, it doesn't. Who cares? No,
it's going to be 6 hours of beautiful content. I can't wait.
6 hours?
The first one was about 6 hours. It took me like 4 episodes to do because I couldn't. It's so long.
Shit.
It's really shit as well. Like it's just lots and lots of filler
of
shit.
Course it is. Of course it is.
I mean, the difference is, right, with the Legacy of the First Blade, those episodes were really funny. They were like 2 hours each. They were just really fucking funny and stupid. The Atlantis is just really boring. It's really fucking boring, except for the ending. The ending was funny. But you know.
Of course it is. How's it end?
Layla, there's some so Sigma team shows up and Layla kills them, and then Victoria is like really upset that Layla killed Templars. Like she's like, oh my god, I can't believe you killed them. Like you can't kill them. Like as Layla goes to finish the last one off, like kill him like a fucking assassin, and Victoria's like, no, Layla, what are you doing? And then Layla lets him go. It's really fucking weird. Like.
Yeah, okay,
really weird. Yeah.
God, it's fucking dumb as fuck.
Assassins can't kill Templars; they're not allowed.
Okay, cool.
That's it. I think that's all the press conferences. There's nothing else there to talk about with regards to E3. I don't think.
No, that's it. We can wrap this podcast up here. Short one.
Blum
Short and sweet.
But we did it. We did it good. We did a good. Thing.
Short, concise, like Microsoft's press conference should be. It won't be. It'll be too long again.
Yeah, no, it'll be the right length.
Alrighty,
if anything, it'll
fine.
be too short.
Okay, yeah, alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Kill Connor Club podcast, episode 101. If you enjoyed this again, head over to patreon.com/, as always, $1. Next week we have Clubhouse coming out, and if you're a patron at this time, we have the next Cinema Room episode will be dropping on Patreon, which will be Aladdin, the new live-action Aladdin that is in cinemas now. So if you're not a patron, next week that episode of the Cinema Room will be coming out at this time, so look forward to that next week. So go watch Aladdin this week if you haven't, so you can check that podcast out next week. So yeah, James, do you want to finish us off?
Alright, thanks so much everyone for listening. Shout out to our Patreon producers, Ikraik, Seth and Josh Devillier, and then to run through the whole fucking list to wrap this thing up, we've got King Richard III, Ikraik, Seth, Ballsack47, Kassassin, Josh Devillier, TJFL, Damian, Billy the Team Tynamite, Captain Robertson, Tman or Travis, KEMOSABE, Gamer, Alfie Rodbert, Casey Wood, Adam Sundling, Alfie Rowsell, Jamie Brown, Smexy Dork, Lumistrad, Mary5380, Cap is Worthy, Viridian, Pink Flame 313, ArunWyn, OllieTheDane, Fuck Cuck, Neeb, Brendan BQ Overlord, Ravjai, Julie, Prithvi Mover, Oscar, Benedict Parker Returns, James and Lad, Connor DeRoche Bully in the Alley, Zahir, Gene, Zeke Collins, Son of a Bitch, OG Adogo, Goddammit Glenn, Furious Coco, the ACMJS, Delta R. Rodriguez, Kyle, S. Jaws, Kyle Marvel, Marcus Blackburn, Emil Catbook, Joshua Mora, Ginkgo Swag, Baby Boy, Master the Bass, Yazen, Joe the Sexy Westmouth, Elstico91, Joe, aka Founded Scarab, HBus12, I got Lumbago, Iron Man's for the Dads, Brian Ford, Casper, Milk Boy, Shields, Fishy, and Andrew Martinez. Thank you all so much for continued support on this podcast. On as always, it's great. Thank you all. You're brilliant. You're fantastic. And we'll see you in a week's time for Cinema Room on YouTube and Clubhouse on Patreon, and then 2 weeks' time for Kill Connor Club again.
Yep. And the next time we're back with, episode 102. Not sure if we'll have a guest. We'll figure that out. Maybe we'll get a guest on and we can wrap up all things E3 and we can talk about all the fucking new shit that's come out, all the leaks, the teasers, and announcements. All the leaks. All the lakes.
Only leaks. We'll talk about Assassin's Creed, the new Assassin's Creed leak. It'll be great. I can't wait.
Yeah. Cool. Alright, thanks again for listening and we will see you next time.
Goodbye, gamers.